What's going on, everybody? I'm Mr. Crawlings, and I've got a secret. Actually, I've been keeping secrets. Sorry. Wait, we got a little... What is that? What is that? But anyway, actually, the little tank you see down there used to be this big tank, and I had a bark background on it and all sorts of stuff, which was a huge pain in the butt to clean. So anytime you guys make a 3D or background, and I've got a previous video, I'll try to put us a link in the description, but when you clean that off to turn it back into a tank or whatever you just so decide, it's a lot of work. And I've been hiding things from you, so let me show you what I've been up to. This currently is a cycle tank, and I'm sure you're getting some reflections and stuff like that. It's daytime. My nighttime, I work late nights. I work third shift, I'll just tell you. I took about 15 gallons of my 90-gallon polydarium, or we just call it a fish tank, that's really cool with lots of plants growing on it. I took about 15 gallons of that and another 35 gallons of regular water, added my dechlorinator, put a hang-on tank with established sponges. I used Aqua Clear 70 sponges. I got 3 actually, so I did 2 full-size sponges and then I cut 1 in half, because honestly, if you use 4, there's like a full inch above the water surface, and it really only needs to skim it. But that's the established one. I had it on a 45-gallon downstairs, and I had a fish in there. Actually, a couple fish in there. Actually, I've had a lot of fish in there, but you guys never got to see it because I never did videos because I'm a lazy bastard. But anyway, I threw a 200-watt heater on there. I just had one laying around. That's a Eheim Dagger. And basically this tank, this water, is pretty much good to go. I'm just waiting for the heater to reach the proper temperature before I add my fish, which I've had for a while, and it's growing and it's getting big and it's crazy and I love it and it's awesome and it's gonna be great. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my little fishy for this tank. And it was about 1 inch long, and not even, it was like 3/4 of an inch, almost 1 inch when I got it. And now the bad boy is getting like around the 2-inch mark, maybe a little bit more. And we're gonna see how it does. I'm just gonna double check the temperature and I'll be right back. All right guys, and here she is in all her glory. I believe it's a female, but nevertheless, a Flowerhorn. The tank is a huge mess, tons of debris floating around, stuff like that, because she finally came out. I introduced her to the tank. She was hiding behind that heater for a while, and then she came out and she started looking around, checking out her new tank. She was really digging it. I put some of her favorite food in there and she started munching away right away. As you guys know, all Flowerhorns are really food triggered, which is kind of the nice thing about them, and the bad thing, which is also why I went with a bare bottom tank. It's the first bare bottom tank I've ever done. And she came right out and started eating again, gave her favorite food. I also tried some new foods. I tried some freeze-dried crickets, and then I just recently ordered the Ultra Red by Lucky Fish on Amazon to try to help her color up some more and help her grow and just give her a little bit of variety. I also give her Cichlid Gold, Cichlid Staple, and the one that she really likes that she comes out for all the time is the Omega-1 Super Color Cichlid Pellets. And that stuff's got like actually a lot of really good ingredients in it for a pretty decent price, but she's really hardy. I just picked her up from one of the big chain stores for relatively cheap. She was getting picked on by some of the other fish. They had her in with African cichlids, and I was like, okay, that's probably not a good idea, but I could see that the aggression can occasionally be a little bit stronger, and noticeably so when I started first quarantining. Like I quarantined her and some of my fire mouths and stuff like that from my 90-gallon. She was a little bit boisterous and fairly dominant. I believe, like I said, I believe right now it's a female, but who knows? I don't know how big. I think the females have a smaller nuchal hump than the males, but she's just got a really great color, very personable fish, and I love her. And it's I'm just gonna keep calling it her until I know better. But colors are really good on this fish. Bottom dollar price because it was so small, and I got it at a big chain store. So I'm not sure the exact lineage and all this other stuff, but as you can see in the 40-gallon, lots of space to grow out, and I'll be able to keep this tank really nice and clean for, and the only reason she is by herself is simply because that aggression level on this particular individual is extremely high. She's not digging the camera, but she's getting settled in. Temperature's right, water's right. And with that said, I'm not hiding anything anymore. Well, okay, that's a lie too. There's plenty more videos to come, guys. Hope you really enjoyed this one. Until next time, this is Mr. Crawlings, and if you keep it cold-blooded. Later. Like, that's super cute.